Hi everyone, I'm Coach Al from Pursuit Athletic Performance. Thanks for joining me today. I thought I'd do a little something different today and present another in our series on the myths that pervade the athletic community about core development by doing a video blog post. So I want to talk for a few minutes about this myth and share some of my opinions and some of my thoughts with you. Not just from the perspective of someone who works in a gait analysis lab, but also as a coach, because I think my role as a coach and the things that I do as a coach on a daily basis in working with athletes from all sports really has an impact on what I'm thinking about and how I think about this specific myth. So what is this myth? It's this idea that if I'm attending a hard Pilates class or boot camp class or body weight conditioning class, or if I've bought the latest and greatest DVD that has really hard functional strength exercises on it, or a whole lot of core exercises and a lot of twisting and turning and jumping and pushing and pulling, that if I'm really pouring my energy into that DVD and the workouts on that DVD, or if I'm attending that class, then I'm going to get the benefits that I expect from that work. And in my opinion, the benefits would be reduced risk of injury and enhanced performance potential in my sport. The myth is that you will get that benefit. And why wouldn't you think that? After all, if you work really hard and you do a whole bunch of exercises and you're pouring your enthusiasm into it, shouldn't you expect to get some benefit from it? And I think that's where we've really gone astray a little bit, and that's a myth or a belief that a lot of people have fallen victim to over time, because very often you can be doing the hard work and sweating really hard and doing the exercises and then still have the injury or still have the performance that seems to plateau and never get better, and you still have the delayed recovery and the chronic soreness or tweaks or feeling that something just isn't right in your body. And that is disappointing and frustrating for every one of us. So why did I mention earlier that I was going to look at this from a coach's perspective and share some thoughts with you about that? The reason is simply this. Athletes come to me almost every day for coaching of some kind, whether they be triathletes, runners, cyclists, or football players. They're seeking my opinion and expertise about how they can improve in their sport. And as a coach, I could take a whole bunch of exercises and, of every possible description, the latest and greatest thing I've seen on YouTube or that I learned at the latest National Strength and Conditioning Association conference or summit by Perform Better, whatever it is, just take a group of those exercises, throw them at that athlete, and let them have at it. And if I were to do that, and many coaches do, I think I'd be being irresponsible. Why is that? Because I don't know how that individual athlete moves. I have no idea what that individual athlete's strengths or weaknesses are. I have no idea where their weak links are. I have no idea how they're compensating in whatever level of dysfunction may exist in their body, because compensation is normal. It happens. It's a normal part of human development. So when I just throw a bunch of exercises at that athlete, I really don't know if it's going to help them or not. And I don't even know if what I give them may end up hurting them. If I give a hyper-mobile, hyper-flexible athlete more stretching in areas where they don't need it, that leads to more imbalance and more dysfunction, I'm not helping them. But yet that's what coaches do every day. That's what happens in classes every day. That's what recreational athletes do every day when they start using that DVD and just hammering away at everything that's on that DVD. That isn't smart training. That isn't the kind of training that's going to lead to improved performance or any reduction of injury risk. And it's the exact opposite of how we approach things here at Pursuit Athletic Performance. the basis and foundation of our philosophy is about restoring balance in the body and returning authentic movement to the individual. And in order to do that, we have to know how that person is moving. We have to know where those weak links exist. We have to assess an individual in every way, holistically, from head to toe, fingertips to toenails, right? And really understand how that person is moving so that we can then target specific exercises or flexibility, mobility, stability work or functional strength for that individual based upon their weaknesses. So the myth is, if you're working hard and sweating hard and doing that boot camp body weight class and hammering away at it, the myth is you're going to get the benefit. You may get some benefit from it, but in my experience, over the long term, you won't. You won't have a reduced risk of injury or an enhanced potential to your performance. And at the end of the day, doing supplemental strength training exercises, that's the goal. Reduce my injury risk and help my sport-specific training performance improve, or why am I doing it, right? That's the only goal. So, at the end of the day, what I'm tasking each one of you is to find out how you're moving, to learn more about what movement is and what is unique for you. And that's what we do here in our Gait Lab, and there are other labs around the country, so if you're not local to us or you're not using our virtual gait analysis, which is available, then seek a facility in your region or your area. Find out how you're moving. Trust that once you learn how you're moving and assess that weakness or instability where it exists, you can then target your training and have a plan that really addresses those specific issues and restores balance and builds a solid foundation. That's smart training. And when that happens, then the sport training works. When you restore balance and move authentically and understand how you're moving and target your training, then you recover from your sport-specific training much more effectively, because now you're not asking little muscles to do the job of big muscles, or vice versa, right? We get the prime movers moving, we get the stabilizers stabilizing, and good things happen. You need to understand how you're moving. That's what we do here at Pursuit Athletic Performance. That's the purpose of our analysis. It's why we've developed the system we have, because every one of us, while some similarities exist in compensatory movement or dysfunction, the truth is every one of us is a unique organism, a unique individual from head to toe with unique issues, and we need to know how we're moving so that our plan can be targeted for us. That's my message today. All right? Come and see us at Pursuit Athletic Performance. Drop us a note. Glad you're following the blog. Hope it's been helpful for you. If you have any questions, we're here to help. It's our passion to help you be better, be stronger, be less at risk of injury, so that the training and the racing and the recreational sports you do are more fun and you can participate without that risk of injury. That's our goal. That's our passion, to help you be better. All right? Thanks so much. We'll look forward to speaking with you soon.